Hey everybody, oh happy day. I hope you're doing phenomenally well today. I'm going to go over 4 tips to help you have better success with final expense or Medicare insurance telesales. We're going to get after it. We're going to dive into things that you need to know, some things that you need to avoid so that you don't cost yourself the headaches that others have experienced ahead of you. So we're going to dump and dive into this. Before I get going, jasonfinalexpense.com. I'm so blessed to partner together in my national agency with some of the most amazing men and women across the nation. If you need help, reach out. We'll help you in any way we can. But let me tell you, so many agents really need to understand the basics of what this is. Final expense and Medicare insurance telesales is phenomenal, but you must get your mind right. It is a mind game. So point number 1, it is a mind game, which is why mentorship matters so much, because your mind can mess with your methods. You got to have a strong mind if you want to have strong methods, because you can't change your course, okay? Just because one call maybe didn't go accordingly. Don't change your course because one call kind of took you off a little bit. You got to get your mind right, get your methods tight, get back on course. So the first thing is you got to keep the first things first. Your mind has to be ready to go. Telesales is absolutely a mind game, okay? Big time. You got to have good mentorship if you want to really make it to the next level quickly without having to learn the hard way. So often agents are affiliated with a face-to-face type agency, okay? And a lot of times the agency will poo-poo telesales because you know what? They don't know what they don't know. So if they can't teach you or train you, they're going to poo-poo something. So when you start talking about final expense telesales, Medicare insurance telesales, the people that are around you are probably saying this: shh, no one cares, okay? That's probably what's being said. Let me tell you, if you work for an agency that you start talking about final expense telesales and they're saying, hey, no one cares, let me tell you, you gotta go, wonder why. It's because they can't train what they don't know. It's so important that you have your mind right and your mentorship right so that you don't learn the hard way. Final expense telesales is very painful if you don't use the right processes, okay? Because what's going to take place is you're going to treat closing like an event. Closing is not an event. Closing is a process, but the biggest point I can get across to you is have a good mind game, have good methods, but mentorship absolutely matters. The second point that I want to share with you is the first call is going to be the toughest call of probably every day of your career, at least for the first month. Okay, every day you get ready to pick up the phone, and it's like this 10,000 pound, million pound for some people, brick, okay, and it's so heavy. Oh, I can't lift this. Oh, it's so heavy. Okay, I'm not making funny. It's the truth, okay? The first call is like stage fright. You don't want to step on stage, but once you get out on stage, it becomes easy. The first call is always the toughest call because there's a little bit of the FOF in us, a little bit of the fear of failure. Oh, crud. Nuts, this is going to be tough, and this is why mentorship matters. And when you get on that first call, once you get that first call done, you're like, wow, nobody swore at me today. This is easy. Not like nobody's being mean to me. It's just a phone call. I can overcome this. This isn't bad. So getting the first call out of the way is so vital. Get that first call done. The first call, though, will be like stage fright. That's why discipline is so important. And the drastic difference between an agent that makes it and an agent that doesn't is one agent is disciplined to push through, which goes back to point number 1, the mind game, right? It's important, the mind game and the will to succeed, okay? So focus on it, but the first call for point number 2 is going to feel like stage fright. Just get it over with. Understand you're not going to always feel like you're on top of the world. That's why you've got to have good mentorship and good mindset, and then just do and do and do. Get on that call. Once you do the first one every day, the first call, then just do the next one. Just focus on the power of one. One call now I'm going to do the next one call, and focus all your time, effort, and intention on the call that you're on. Don't think about the next one, okay? Don't think about the next call. Focus on the singular call that you're on and dive into everything that you can dump into it. Point number 3, if you're writing these down, is that methods matter. Methods absolutely matter. This is why it's so critical that you learn final expense telesales or Medicare insurance telesales from a place that actually does this and has done this prior to COVID Not like a lot of places that are late to the game, just trying to figure out telesales, and they're like, oh crud, we don't know telesales, so let's start a telesales group and figure it out. Okay, let me tell you, if that's where you're at, you gotta go, no one cares, okay? You gotta make sure that you're not learning from people that are equally as messed up as you are, because it's gonna mess up your mind and your methods. So methods do matter. That's why you wanna use good proven power scripts. You wanna use proprietary material that gets you productive and gets you profitable, because the margin for success and failure in telesales is wider than you may know. The ones that are good, the ones that are trained right, mentored right, they understand what they're doing, they get after it, okay? They understand that they may have a little stage fright, they overcome it, they power through it, and they've got a good mind, and they've got a mentor to lean on, so that when you've got those temporary feelings of uncertainty, they are temporary for a moment, so they can get back into utilizing their methods. They don't get distracted, they get focused, okay? Methods do matter. If you do things the wrong way, don't expect the right result. You gotta do things the right way. You've gotta be clinical and almost of a precision, like scalpel-like movement. You have to be sharp with good methods. You've gotta have good scripts, and you've gotta adhere to them and administer them well. No different than a doctor that is extremely precise as a surgeon. He's paid more than someone that is just general practice. When you do final expense telesales, it's explosive and freeing. It's phenomenal, but it takes a steady hand. It takes a steady hand and skilled workmanship to get a surgery with good results. With final expense and Medicare telesales, it's all the same. If you want to have good results, you've got to have a steady hand. You've got to have steady methods. You've got to have steady mentorship. You've got to have a good mind. You've got to be in a place that you're prepared for success if you want what you say you want. Be prepared to focus more, but methods absolutely matter, all right? Let me share with you another point. Point number 4 is you must have good, fresh leads if you can. It'll make your life happier, okay? Fresh leads are the best leads. Let me repeat that again. Fresh leads are the best leads. Yeah, I know, you're boring me already. Sorry, all right? But it is what it is. You gotta have good, fresh leads. You've got to be in a place where you can generate your own or purchase exclusive leads. If you're working for some IMO, FMO, NMO out there, and they're selling you some leads that they say, here's these great web leads, and here you go, buy them through our CRM, and then you get them, and you're like, that don't taste fresh, okay? That tastes like 3 weeks ago, somebody's fish they put in the trash can. It's garbage, okay? You know what I'm talking about. Tuna fish leads. They tell you that they're exclusive. You purchase them, and you find out that everybody's had a piece of it. Your manager and everybody else has been touching the lead flow, and they give you the sloppy seconds. They give you the leftovers. That's horrible, and it's going to make your job miserable because you need fresh leads just like you need fresh food in your body. Fresh leads are the best leads in final expense telesales and Medicare insurance telesales. You need leads to have conversations to help these great people get covered. So if you work with a place where maybe your upline isn't in a place where they know how to pick up a phone call when you need them the most, this is why mentorship is so vital. If you're in a place where you're going, hey, I got a question about this or that, and they don't know how to pick up a phone, and then they're like, oh yeah, just go try to get, maybe I can talk to you in a day or two, and they basically treat you as an agent where they're like, you know what, shh, no one cares what you want, okay? Sometimes agents get treated like this. This is why so many agents fail out of telesales. They've got questions, they've got a small little concern, they're ready to really grow, but they're like getting neglected. These agents are great people, they're mighty, but they're neglected. They're managers, they're uplines, past 5 o'clock, they don't know how to pick up a phone, and if you have an emailed concern, if you've got a question, basically your manager or your upline, which is very important that you vet your trainer, by the way. It's very important that you understand that who you're following has actually done what you're trying to do. I've done insurance and I've done telesales, my goodness, over 2 decades, over 20 years, but vet your trainer, okay? But I'm telling you, if you're with an agency and you can't get a hold of your upline in a timely fashion, you're losing more money than you know. You cannot be on a phone call in telesales, have a question, not get your answer, and then guess what? Your upline doesn't know how to get back with you. The phone went dark. You're hearing that, and guess what? You just lost money. You could have lost $1,000, $2,000 because you didn't get the answer in real time. This is why having a good mentor and having good people that have your back is vital. If you've got questions and you're not getting answers, or you're getting told to go schedule a talk, okay, oh my goodness, you're losing money. You're in a place where you're basically being told, no one cares, okay? You're going to lose money if that's the way you're going. That's not called mentorship. That's called you got a piece of paper. That's a contract. It's very important that you have the ability to capitalize on your contract with final expense or Medicare insurance telesales. Too many great men and women learn the hard way. They don't have the right methods. They don't have the right mentorship. They get shined on, and then they jump on the wagon and then realize there's no horses pulling this thing, okay? There's no help. There's no assistance. You've got to get in a place where you're ready. But your first call may feel like stage fright. Get after it. It is a mind game for point number 1, but methods matter, so does mentorship. You want someone that will give you everything. You want to work in an agency where you got a general with their boots still on that's ready to assist you. Doesn't matter if it's the weekends, doesn't matter if it's in the evening or in the morning. As much as they can, they should be assisting you because that's their purpose, right? Is to help you become a performer, a top performing agent, so that you can experience the beauty that this career will bring you as a telesales and a final expense insurance agent and a Medicare insurance agent. It's powerful. It's amazing. You're like Pinocchio with no strings. You can work anywhere in the nation. You can work. It's like hella dropping in. You just drop in to a state if you've got that non-resident license, and you just take care of great people, and then you just pop out. It's amazing. It's called a telephone. It's phenomenal. But if you're a face-to-face insurance agent, I've got great agents that partner, and I'm so proud of them as well, but they don't have the ability to work other states like we do. We're not constricted by geography, so final expense and Medicare insurance telesales, done it for a long time. It's phenomenal, but understand that time will define you. Time will define you as you work. It will polish you. Time will help you. It will hone you. It will make you a better agent when you follow good mindset, follow good mentorship. Don't reinvent the wheel, okay? And then focus on the first call, one call at a time, and then go to the next one. Don't rush the putt. Take your time. Let your methods do the work, just like golf. That club is perfectly balanced. Follow through. Let the club do the magic. This is why proven power scripts matter, but you want to make sure that you don't go under live fire if you don't know how to make the thing go bang. Don't take a stick out there if you don't know how to use it, okay? This is why before you touch a lead, don't join an organization that hands you a script and says, go get them, Tiger. You've never done anything, and we're not going to really spend hours and hours and hours with you. Just go buy a bunch of leads, okay? That's not a great place. You're going to probably shoot your toe off, okay? So when you're focusing on telesales, make sure you're being trained, but time and willpower will define you as you polish yourself and get better. Make sure you've got a good script, but mentorship matters. Use proper methods so that you don't waste money on leads. I've heard so many horror stories from agents that have spent thousands, and I mean like $20,000+ $30,000 on leads before they met me, and they just flushed all this money and they weren't even breaking even, and it's because their methods were just polluted. They were using these Frankenstein scripts from face-to-face agents and agencies that were basically like, hey, here's a free script, and then they started using it and going, wow, this is not great, and it's like, oh, just buy more leads, you'll be fine. Just leave me alone, go buy more leads, just get back on the phones. And it's like, basically, you're getting treated like my shirt. No one cares. That's how you're getting treated. Make sure that you've got good mentorship from folks that are willing to saddle up with you and help you be the beast in the industry that you desire to be. You can do this, but make sure you partner right. Just like a marriage, it's important. You get a good partner, it's heaven. You get a bad one, you're like, woof, man, till death do you part, and you're probably hoping one of you does, okay? It's not good. Partner right, partner well, and you will be a wealthier agent, but focus on these 4 points. I hope this helps you and brings you value today. Have good fresh leads, have good needs, good conversations, be clinical and precision in the work that you're doing to help the greatest generation on the planet. A final expense telesales insurance agent and a Medicare insurance agent can accomplish phenomenal things that are not even capable, okay? A final expense agent and a Medicare insurance agent, let me tell you, a face-to-face insurance agent is not even capable of handling what we can do in a day because we can just hop across state lines. You can't drive there that quick. We can do crazy things that are so amazing. Focus on what you love. If you're a face-to-face insurance agent, great. Focus on that. If you're sick of these shutdowns putting you into a position where your job is just getting cut and you can't go face-to-face anymore and you're having folks that are just standing you up and you're sitting on cat couches and you're smelling the ammonia and the urine smells and your hands are sticky from the Purell, let me tell you, and you like drink off those mugs and you're like, woof, and you go to the shower every night. You know what I'm talking about. For you face-to-face agents doing the good work, I respect you, but you know what I'm saying. It's tough. You drive an hour, they no-show you. Well, in telesales, we don't have that at all. If somebody no-shows us, you know what it is? It's just them hanging up or not being there on the phone. We're off to the next one. We're off to the next person we can serve. Take care of these great people. They need you. They want you to help them, but use good methods so that it is what they want. When you do use the right methods, let me tell you, you'll have a better result. Have a great day. I hope this serves you. Hope it gives you a little perspective on what you can do and the right methods to accomplish it. Have a great day. I appreciate you. If you need any help, jasonfinalexpense.com.